Hello, this is Mycael, and today I'll be showing you how to use the Pebble HD color handheld magnifier. If you want to see the unboxing, I'll put it somewhere on screen because we covered that in a previous video. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was I do not like the little belt clip holder it comes with, because this has the brand right here, Enhanced Vision, who make it. And what I don't like about that is it auto discloses. You might not want to disclose you have a visual disability or low vision. And since I work with a lot of people in group homes who might know how much this costs, I'm worried this is going to get stolen real quick, because anyone who knows what Enhanced Vision makes knows their products are expensive. But I guess you could put tape or cover that, or find a different cell phone holder that's big enough to hold the Pebble. But some pros of the Pebble are, as you can see, every button is a high contrast color, and every button has a little bump dot to help you find it. So on the right side we have increased magnification, decreased magnification, and on the left side we have your color modes. On the top is your freeze button. This lets you take a picture, and I do like where they placed it since it would feel like a camera. And your charging port is on the top. And then on the bottom we have your gallery button. That's to look at any pictures you've taken with this. That would be business cards, prescription bottles, maybe a relative, whatever you've taken pictures of with it. And the green button is power. So, as usual, Shendra and I always show you how long it takes. No, I've let go. Okay, it made a noise. This has a much longer boot time than any other product we've covered. And now you can see it's on because it's showing my hand. So it increases by about 4 or 5 notches and decreases by about 4 or 5 notches. One thing I don't like is it doesn't give any indication on screen of is it 2x, 4x, 6x. And then it also does color modes. So we have normal. I think that's supposed to be high contrast. We have your dark mode, the black background, white text. Green text, black background. Yellow text, black background. Yellow text, blue background. And back to normal.
Could have been video. Probably was video.
Oh, I see. That's great. The last one was grayscale. I can see it now and I'm not on paper. So the last one is like your grayscale. And then back to regular. And then of course you can do all of those same buttons in handheld mode, which is going to look like crap, but it does work in the fold out handle mode as well. And gotta get back to regular. So then we also have the freeze button, is what they're calling this. It's to take pictures. And then there's the gallery on the bottom, whereas I had taken pictures, we could look at them. But Shendra and I always like to do real world tests, so we're going to use a spice bottle, because this is about the closest simulation I can get to what you would normally use as a prescription bottle. So we can see on the front already that that's cayenne pepper. We're going to see if we can read what this is. So this intense hot chili will add a touch of spice to your favorite dishes. You can get that real big. Now the other thing we always like to do is use a cooking box. So I'm going to find the directions, which you can see are super tiny on this box. We're going to see with this at full magnification if I can find the directions. So directions, 1 cup boiling water for the contents of this package. Stir until dissolved for at least 2 minutes. And stir in 1 cup of cold water. Chill until set.
And if you're doing that flat.
And if you were doing this flat, on a flat surface, it's better. And I'm holding it at a weird angle so you guys can see on the camera what I'm looking at. Yes, and when the handle is down, it is a good height for rolling it over paper. And it slides pretty easily. And then the last thing I forgot to mention, these lights here are your battery indicators. So you can see it's pretty low battery now. These both will be lit up and they should be green if it's fully charged. They get down to orange and red. So price, we always like to give you an estimate. This varies between $600 and $800 depending on the vendor. But the high contrast is a good selling point, especially for the elderly. That, you know, it's not a whole lot of buttons. They're all tactile, so you're not tapping the screen to try to magnify, because this is not much bigger than a cell phone screen. The big difference between this and a cell phone would be this is a lot easier to use, and this is probably going to get to a higher magnification than your cell phone is. And this is good for jobs that like warehouse or schools where you're not allowed to have your phone out, or it has to be put in a locker. This doesn't have games, it doesn't have internet. You're not going to do anything on this except make text bigger.
The handle is nice.
And the handle is nice. And this doesn't even do OCR. So what you see is what you get. Hope this helps. Like and subscribe down below.